Hello, Jack and Max. It's Uncle Adam here. I'm bringing you a video actually from a different world. So today, as I said in the last video, I'm going to be showing you a mine and a friend's world. A friend of mine called Wendell. We're going to go and explore the world that we've been building over the last quite a little while now. There's quite a lot done in here, and I just thought it'd be interesting to see, or for you guys to have a look at what we've done. So I think what this will do is we'll do this over a number of videos, because there's quite a lot to see, and I don't want to just rush through it all. So we will start. So I've started in this area, so this is where we spawned into the world. As you can see, I'm now fully kitted out in some diamond armor, and I got my fancy bow, so that we can. Here we go. Look, whoop-oo, so that I can take down any mobs. So we are in a survival Minecraft world. So this one means that we have to go round and we have to dig up our earth and so on and so forth, so that we can build stuff like this house here. Or physically, we have to cut down trees as well, rather than actually just have it in the menu. As you can see, we don't have the options you have. So yeah, so this was our first house we built. So we built this house here. It looks probably quite similar to the one that we built in our world, the Jack and Max world. Yeah, so I'll have a look in here. Unfortunately, we don't live here anymore. As you can see, it's quite empty, but it was very useful for those first few nights. As you can see, we've also built a mine shaft down to the bottom here, where we've dug out different stones so that we can build, as well as some ore so that we can make some weapons and some armor. And we use those ores and stones also to make stuff like furnaces, so that we can develop our world a bit further and mine a bit deeper and get more resources. There's something over there. So yeah, so this is our first. Ooh, lava. This is our first area. Now, what I'm going to do, use a little bit of camera trickery here. I'm going to get myself over towards where we live now, go over towards my home, and show you where we've set base. And here we are. So you can see here that this is my house. So this is not. I don't really spend much time here, to be honest, because we've got a lot of other stuff going on. But this here is my house. It's a similar design to the house we had beforehand, with my table and chairs, my sink, my oven. We've got a music box over here as well. My storage, where I've got a lot of arrows, my bedside table, and my bed. I want to do a bit more decorating in here because I'm not too sure on all the wood, but we'll do that another time. What I'll do is pop on some music. This is the disc cat, as you can see at the bottom of the screen there, and we can go have a look. So we settled in this area. We've designed quite a lot that we'll be going through today as well. We've got a couple of cats in this area, and we brought some parrots in as well, and found all these animals. So the first thing I'm going to look at is the mine that we made. So we built ourselves a mine shaft, going through this area where we store some logs. And I'm going to go down and show you the mine now. So we built our entrance all the way down, as you can see, all of these ores and bits and pieces. I think we're also going to block off this area here. But we built an entrance all the way into our mine down here. Oh, the music is stopping. Down we go into the mine. And this is where we started mining for our gravels, our coals, our redstones, our iron, our lapis, and even our diamonds to make all this lovely diamond gear. Now, that takes quite a long time to get that in survival mode, but we have it now. And you can see we have a portal here. This actually isn't our main portal. I'll show you that probably in the next video. But yeah, we'll have a look at that and look in the nether as well. So going around here, it's not that interesting because it's a lot of very long passageways going into nowhere or into lava where we've been digging to get our stuff. So if we go up to the top again now, running all the way out. I'll try and do this nice and fast for you. We have decorated this with all this oil. We didn't just leave it there. We've got quite a lot now. Here we go. Back to the music, still playing in my house. Luckily, my neighbours don't tell me to turn it down. And this up here is Wendell's house. He currently is not online, so he's okay. Right, so I'll drop down here. So from the view of my front garden that I've made, we've got the docks area, so where the boats are and where all the shipments of our goods come in. So this here is a crane that I built. That's taking logs out of the sea. I think I might actually put a couple of logs floating in the sea. I think that would look pretty good. Or maybe a small ship with these logs on the back. I'll have to do that at another time. And it's putting it down here so that we can use the logs. When you then come over to this area, we've tried to make it look like the ore area, so where all our ore gets unloaded and put onto the docks, so that it can then be transported into our storage system using the trains that we put down here. All of this is decoration, but it's quite fun. You can see our little lighting system. We've got daylight sensors on top of these, which are inverted. So it means that when there's no light, they turn on, and when there is light, they actually turn off. Now, this is one of the first farms we built, and this is an AFK fishing farm. So what you do is you go in there and you fish. I'll show you. So, catch my fishing rod. So they look like little boats. We come in through the back door onto our boat, come up to the front, and then we cast our rod into here, and it stays in the water, fishing away, and then it catches something when the little splashes in the water come along. Wonder how long this will take. Hopefully not too long. And once it catches it, there we go. I saw a little fish come out the water then. But it doesn't go into my inventory here. It drops into a little hopper here and down into this chest system below. But you don't just catch fish in that. You can catch quite a lot of cool things. So it's a very useful farm to have. Now, we're going to go along the docks here and have a look at the shops. So, going along to the shop area, or the marketplace as we call it, you'll see two more things that we've got. This one here is the top of our skeleton farm that I will show in another video. I do have a mod, so a modification to the game on, which just shows me this little map in the top right-hand corner of the screen, the circle that you can see. And you can see there are some, there we go, skeletons that have spawned below. And we've designed it to bring them up this elevator here, across the top, and drop back down so we can collect the bones and the arrows and the experience from these chaps. We then have our fish market. So we have some salmon here, and in the chest there's some cooked salmon and some raw salmon. And we have, I think they just call it fish here, cooked fish. We just have cooked fish and raw fish here as well, which we all get from our fishing farm. So going down a little bit further, you'll see our little rowboat area, and you'll notice that some naughty squid has come along, and they've knocked our boats out of the area that we want them in. So I'm just going to put them back so they look nice and tidy for you to look at. Oh, he disappeared. That's interesting. There we go. So that's our rowing boat area, and coming along here you can see our market. So our market here has a number of stalls that gives us food and resources that we need, all built using redstone. So this one here is a pumpkin farm. So you'll see there's some pumpkins in there. And how that works is a pumpkin grows onto this platform here, the bit of grass that you can see. The piston pushes out, puts it in the hopper, and puts it in the chest for us. And this is exactly the same, but for melons. So these are useful for pumpkin and melons. This one here is a farm for wheat. Now, the wheat that we get from here, we use to feed cows and sheep and make bread. And I'll show you how it works. So you get some seed out of the chest here. You don't actually need very much because it gives you lots of seed back. And then you turn this handle on, this bit of dirt, which is tilled so that we can plant stuff on it, will go up and down, and these dispensers here will fire out bone meal. I almost forgot what that was called then. Fire out bone meal, which will make this wheat grow very quickly. So let's give it a go and show you how it works. I'm sorry, it is a little bit noisy, but hopefully not too bad. There we go. We won't do it for too long. Lots of clicking, lots of mess on the screen. So I'll jump down there now, turn it off, and you'll see that I've already made some good amount of wheat here. Actually, I'll keep that because I'm feeding sheep at the moment. I'm making a sheep farm, but I will have to show that in another video because it's not done as yet. Oh, it's daytime. Look, the lights have turned. Oh, they're still on. They'll go off very soon. Oh, look at that for timing. And here we have our cactus farm, something we're quite proud of because it's something that Wendell and I designed ourselves and created ourselves, which is very, very efficient actually. So all you need to do on this one is press the button to send the cactus up, and the cactus should be shooting up to us now. I can hear it coming in this chest, and you'll see that it's full of cactuses. And then when you've taken out what you want, you send it back down again, and that's how that one works. Lovely. So moving on to the next one, let me put cactus into my inventory. We have a chicken farm. So what this will give us is feathers and roasted chickens. A little bit noisy, you can hear them clucking away. We have our roasted chickens and we have our feathers. And we also have our cow farm. Quite funny, I like this one. They're all in quite a tight little spot here, but when you press the button, they bob up and down so that you can feed them some wheat. And then you can press the button again, and they sink back down into their hole, and then it can give us some leather and meat. Lovely. Ooh. Walk into the light, and then we've got this one here, which is quite large actually now. It might have to be reduced in size. Is our sugarcane farm. Again, you can see, like the cactuses, we have a lot of it. And if I take some, it just keeps filling up because it's all the hoppers are full, everything else is full. So it's, again, a very efficient farm, and we'll need a lot of that for paper later on because you can make, if I go to this crafting bench in the middle here, you can make paper from sugar, and that makes our rockets so that we can fly around with our elytras, which are like wingsuits that we will get once trying to fight that dragon we saw the other day, the Ender Dragon. Okay, so obviously we've seen quite a lot today already, so I'll do another video where we can go and explore maybe what's up this hidden path or up those stairs there and see what else is around my world that I've been creating for a little while now. As you can see, quite a lot of work has gone into it. But it's been lovely doing a video for you again. I hope you are both well, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.